The number one issue in the country today is the economy. Why? Because, of course, Americans are suffering. Are you better off than you were 4 years ago? 90% of Americans would say no to that. Why? Because of the Biden-Harris economic policies. When they took office, inflation was 1.4%, interest rates were about 2.65%, gasoline was about $2 a gallon. We had a secure border, and the country was growing economically from the depths of the pandemic. Fast forward almost 4 years, we've had cumulatively 20% inflation. Interest rates, although they just came down a little, are still more than double what they were when President Trump left office. Gasoline is still higher. Grocery costs are still much, much higher. So Americans are suffering, and here's what they're doing. They're dipping into their savings. They're dipping into the money that they've been holding for retirement. And also they're putting more on credit cards. And of course, they're paying maximum interest rates on that. So no wonder consumer confidence is going down. No wonder Americans, despite the cut in interest rates and the moderation in prices, are saying the economy is still number one. Kamala Harris is trying to tell you that she's going to turn things around, and she knows your pain. She caused your pain. She caused your pain because Donald Trump had an economy that was working. She has delivered us an economy that is really not doing well at all for millions and millions of Americans. Maybe the elite are doing well. Maybe those at the very top, maybe those big donors to the Democrat Party are doing well, but average Americans certainly are not. This is an election between the elite, who are represented by Kamala Harris, and the people who are represented by Donald Trump. He knows how to grow an economy because he's a businessman. He created jobs. He grew businesses. He was a net positive for the economy. What has Kamala Harris done? She's worked in government all her life. She doesn't know anything about the private sector. She doesn't know anything about creating jobs. She doesn't know anything about having the means and the ability and the policies to make things better for the average American. So as we look at this election in the final days, the economy should be at the forefront. The question Reagan asked 4 years ago is all those years ago about, are you better off than you were 4 years ago? It's still paramount today. And that should be what drives the voters in this election. As James Carville, the consultant, said many years ago, it's the economy, stupid. Always the number one issue. And the American economy is not doing well. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden have let in millions of illegals into this country. And what has that done? That's driven down wages. That's taken jobs away from average Americans. It's increased costs, as now government has to take care of these people. So the debt has gone up. Our economic policies have worsened. Everything they have done has made it tougher for average Americans to survive. So as you go to the polls, remember the pocketbook. Remember who is better for your economic well-being. And it's no contest. It's a man who knows business, the man who knows how to create jobs, and the man who delivered us low inflation and low interest rates. He'll do it again if we put him back in the White House. I'm Jeff Crouere. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow and subscribe to get more information. Go to crouere.net. You can learn everything about the shows and all our upcoming activities. Thank you so much for watching The Jeff Crouere Show.
In my Louisiana, every meal is a celebration.
Ours is fast!
With real-life swamp creatures!
In my Louisiana, music is a way of life.
What will your Louisiana be?
We can shop factory direct at a family-owned, made-in-America manufacturer. Family-owned companies put their customers first, not Wall Street investors. Let's together cut off their cash flow. We can choose to help regular people by shopping with family-owned businesses and buying products made in America. Call 718-869-9020 or visit switch2usa.com. Switch2usa.com.
Mocked for not trusting school narrative on things like racism and globalism? Get empowered with 3 short reads. Opportunities and Choices navigates diversity, racism, and transgender. Sellout proves how globalism, communism, and Islamism are undermining democracy. College bound? First read Old Men Shouldn't Go to College. Should anyone? To learn to question critically. Find all 3 at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and author Rob Taft's website, empoweringwithtaft.com.